Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today's video is going to be all about depression. If you may feel like you're experiencing depression, please stay tuned because I would like to talk to you about symptoms of depression, the prevalence in the United States of depression, and some treatment options that you may have, whether you see a professional or some self-help at home tips that you can use. So stay tuned while we discuss all about depression. So first and foremost, I would like to discuss some statistics about depression. I'm going to read off some things about the prevalence of depression in the United States. So there's about 16 million people ages 15 to 44 who may be experiencing depression. To give you a wider range of what that means for the United States, that is about 6.7% of our United States population that is experiencing depression at one given time. However, 61% of those people are receiving treatment. So there are those other 39% of folks out there experiencing depression that are not seeking out treatment. And you may be one of those, and that may be the reason that you're looking at this video. Depression is more prevalent in women. So women experience depression a lot more than men do. However, that's not to say that men don't experience depression. Again, there is a big need for treatment of depression in the United States, as it is the most debilitating disorder that there is out there that takes people away from being able to work or support their family in some manner. Now that you see that it's apparent that depression is widespread in the United States, I would like to discuss some symptoms of depression. And this is something that may have drawn you to this video as well, as you may be experiencing these things for yourself. And to be diagnosed with this disorder, you would have to experience these symptoms at least over a 2-week period. So some of the symptoms are related to feeling a depressed mood and or loss of interest in activities that you once enjoyed doing. Other things may be just problems with sleeping, problems with eating, problems with relationships, problems of self-worth, energy, inability to concentrate. Other symptoms then that may arise because of having depression over a period of time, it may result in suicidal thoughts. If you are experiencing suicidal thoughts or know someone that is experiencing suicidal thoughts, please look at the link below because I will have down there some resources for you to contact suicide hotlines or a way to get help, because suicide is not the answer. It is a temporary feeling that often goes away when the depression goes away. So I recommend and really encourage you to seek out help if you are feeling suicidal at the moment. Now that I've discussed some symptoms, how widespread it is in the United States that people are experiencing depression, and then that disconnect between treatment, I would like to talk with you about what that looks like in the real world. So for a person that may be experiencing depression, they may have a hard time getting out of bed, getting up to go to work when usually they love going to work. They may have a hard time cooking meals for their family, but at one time enjoyed cooking meals. In children, it may look like they don't want to go to school, they're having stomach aches, they're having headaches, they're complaining of some physical discomfort being the reason why they can't get up and go to school or socialize with their friends. It may also look like you're just tired all the time despite getting a good night's sleep. You may want to eat higher fat foods or higher carbohydrate foods for the sheer fact that your body is looking for fuel, and when you're fatigued, it wants to fuel itself oftentimes with junk food. So you may be experiencing just kind of a feeling of out of sorts. You're not like yourself. Other people may say, hey, what's going on? You don't really look like yourself, or you haven't been yourself. You're not hanging out with us as much. And you're just feeling kind of a lack of energy. If these symptoms do not alleviate within, say, 2 weeks to a month, and you're still feeling an inability to really find joy in things that you do, I would suggest giving a call to a professional to have an evaluation done to see if you are actually experiencing depression and or something else. In addition to seeking a therapist or a counselor, you might want to make an appointment with your primary care physician to have blood work drawn and have testing for allergies, because there are other health-related issues, medical-related issues that can be contributing to these same symptoms. So we would like to rule out having a medical condition in order to treat depression. Now I would like to discuss treatment options. First, the professional treatment options, as I mentioned before, was professional counseling or therapy. Talk therapy can be very helpful to identify the sources of the depression and then to complement by adding in additional resources and assistance to overcome what is driving that depression. Also, maybe seeking a psychiatrist or seeing your primary care physician for the possibility of taking an antidepressant. Antidepressants can be very helpful for alleviating a major depressive episode. So when the depression becomes debilitating, where you aren't able to get up and go to work or do your normal daily activities, seeking professional help can really help to alleviate those situations. Also, there are alternative methods such as monitoring your diet, your exercise, making sure that you're getting plenty of sunlight, eating whole foods, reducing the amount of junk food that you're eating or processed foods, taking walks, getting exercise, hanging out with your friends, doing things that you normally like, but you may have to push yourself to do those things. If you are experiencing depression, the worst thing to do is ignore it. So I am glad that you are watching this video, because that means in some way, shape, or form you are concerned about the possibility of having depression. But I do encourage you to seek out help, because oftentimes depression will come and go. So even though that you may have the depression for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and then it kind of lifts, it will often return. So seeking therapy and or getting in connection with a psychiatrist or primary care physician for medication or learning other treatment options can be helpful when the depression returns, that you are more capable of then getting through that situation. If this is a topic that you enjoy and you would like to see more of, please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow the rest of my videos. I do have some others on depression, and I will see you all soon.